Happy Sunday, everybody. Yes, welcome. I am here with you and you are here with me, Kiara the voice. I apologize so much for missing you guys last Sunday. Oh, it's just been so crazy after getting back, dealing with the jet lag, dealing with the dog, and new hours at work. I was just like all over the place and needed to get myself back on track. But I am here, and I am here for you to tell you what I have learned and what I have been experiencing so that we can all grow together. So man, this trip was great. It was filled with an abundance of love from all angles. I mean, I had love from mom, love from dad, love from grandma, love from grandpa, love from cousins, niece, nephew, uncle, brother, sister. Everybody was just giving me an abundance of love, and it felt really good to be back home. But what I realized is that I am in the process right now of adulting. Okay? I'm coining that phrase, adulting. I'm 25 years old, newly 25, and I am realizing that there is actually a real shift that has to happen between you and yourself and your vessel, and understanding hey self, I may be young and energetic and still feeling like a 5-year-old at heart, or a 2-year-old at heart even sometimes, but I am 25. So I must do the things that my 25-year-old self needs to do to feel fulfilled while still being active and young and thrilling and still rolling with the punches. That's possible. So there were just a lot of different things happening in traditional things that I normally do that were rubbing me in a weird way, not making me mad, not making me sad, frustrated, or anything like that, but just feeling different about things. And was making me realize, hey, you know those older cousins when you're growing up that disappear for a few years and then they come back, but they disappeared from things that were constants, always happening. I realized what that was. And it's because when you're growing up, or when you're adulting, transferring from childhood to adulthood, you actually need to take some time to figure out what kind of adult it is that you are really trying to be, and who you really are, and what you're about to become in this next chapter of your lifetime. And sometimes when you do the traditional things that you've been doing since you were 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years old, however many years of age, you don't allow yourself to grow into that potential. There's a constraint that you're putting on yourself, and the people around you, your family members, without even really wanting to, are putting on you, because your mom, your dad, your aunts and uncles, even especially your grandparents, are still going to see you as that little teeny baby that you are to them. They're always going to want to protect you, but you know what's right for you. They don't know exactly what's right for the adult version of you, but they knew exactly what was right for the childhood version of you to get you to be where you are today. So I say that to say, I realize that becoming an adulting, is a process. It takes time. It takes time for you to figure out what kind of adult you want to be. It takes time for you to take time away from your family, maybe take time away from even some of your friends, for instance, and just kind of figure out what it is that you want to be. It goes further and deeper into that, your purpose, your now, after you've defined that, what it is that you came to be. What is your purpose on this planet at this moment? We have to discover those things and find ourselves so that we can come back into our families and reemerge and be that sense of guidance and that sense of uplift that the rest of the family needs to say, hey, Kiara's really been, crushing it. She's always said she wanted to do X, Y, and Z. She's out here doing X, Y, and Z. Yeah, she told me it's been a run, She's been sleeping everywhere, all over the place, under a bridge. No, just kidding. I haven't done any of that yet, but she's been couch hopping. She's been, finally got her own spot with her family members, her cousins out here. She's finally getting her feet on the ground and in a steady pace, and she's doing it. But she didn't let all that other stuff do it. She didn't let our fears become her fears, because that's what family can do sometimes, especially when you're transferring from childhood you to adulthood you. They let their fears become your fears, and you don't want that to happen. Nobody needs that or wants that to happen ever. Don't ever let anyone else's fears become your fears, because they aren't. They never were, and they never should be. So, in closing today, I just want to say, if you are a young 25 like myself, or in that age range, you know, the 20s to 30s age range, and you're still figuring it out, and you're still deciphering, and you're still wondering and seeing exactly what your life is about, and you've been feeling this resistance in other places, or this shift happening, don't ignore it. It's okay. You're adulting. It's okay. I'm adulting with you. All right, everybody, thank you so much for joining me here in my Jeep this Sunday. I love you. I appreciate you. You mean the world to me. And until next Sunday, I'll see you again.